appreciate y'all for being back tapped in, man. Y'all already know what to do. I ain't even gonna tell y'all, man. So look, we're gonna do it a little different this time. I ain't gonna be in the camera too much. I just wanna show y'all something because I talked about it, right? How like, it's this street called Colorado Boulevard that basically separates the Bloods and the Crips, right? That separates the east side from Park Hill. And it's another long street down here, Martin Luther King. I know, man, Martin Luther King is dang near everywhere, but yeah, this street right here, it runs through the east side all the way up through Park Hill. You feel me? So yeah, man, starting with Park Hill though, when you go through there, man, like all them streets is in alphabetical order. Like, you feel me? A, B, C, all the way down. So when you first hit there, man, it's just, well, not when you first hit there, but like, yeah, you drive down a little bit and then it's this park called Cherry Park right there, man. And that's where the Bloods used to be at. Well, they probably still be there. But yeah, man, that was one of their parks. And one of the homies from the east side, he had got unalive down there by, well, you know, I guess it was a setup. I guess the little female set cuz up. But yeah, man, right there at Cherry Park, right there, that's one of their little spots. And then you go down a little bit, you feel me? You got the Holly right there. Well, I mean, I know it's more streets, man, but I ain't from Park Hill, so I don't really know, you know what I mean? All the streets that they hanging out at. But yeah, though, if you go down though, it's a street called Holly, where all the Bloods used to be at. I'm talking about, man, back then, back in the early 2000s, you could catch the Bloods down there all the time. I'm talking about deep, you feel me? And matter of fact, that's where they shopping center got burned down at, right there on the Holly. But yeah, man, like I said, they used to be down there deep. If you was riding through the hills, guarantee you, if you wanted to catch somebody, they was gonna be right there. But yeah, though, you could go down a little bit more, and I know that they got they rec centers and all that, and it's a little parking ride out there called Stapleton. And I know the Bloods, they used to be down there too, though. I done been down there a couple times. But yeah, though, going back down to the east side, like I said, man, you could take Martin Luther King all the way back down, right? Boom. And as soon as you cross Colorado Boulevard, you on the east side. And one of the first streets is Adams, the A block. I mean, it ain't the first street, but it's one of them, right? Because I know a couple of homies who done lived on Cook Street, and that's before Adams. Because down here on the east side, our streets, they're just all different. Well, they ain't in alphabetical order like it is down there. But yeah, that's like one of the first streets when you hit the east side. And a gang of G's that came up out the A block, man. I'm trying to tell you. Back in the day, not these days, because like I said, man, it ain't the same, but like back then, if you was the east side crip, you done came to Adams. Real shit. I mean, that's real talk. So yeah, and then if you go down a little bit more, you got Fillmore. That's where the trades really be at. You feel me? Right there. And then you could go down a little bit more. Then once you cross York, man, this is basically considered the bottom. Adams, that's considered the top. And then once you get down a little bit more, that's considered the bottom. So yeah. And then once you cross York, you got like 34th, right? Where all the Trey 4s and the Trey 5s and the Trey 7s and then be at. Like, they like a little bit deeper down there. But really though, I mean, all the Crips is down there in the bottom though, really. But I'm just saying, like, that's kind of like where they really at though, right there. You could go down a little bit more, you feel me? And then you got Fuller Park right here. where the trays be at too. This is one of their main parts. And then, like right there across the street is Gilpin Street. That's where a gang of Crips came up out of too. You feel me? Like Trey Deuce, East Side Riders, Trey 5, Trey 7. Like it's a gang of homies that claim Gilpin Street. So, yep. And then, of course, you got the Downing Station. You feel me? Right there on 30th and Downing. And then if you go down, you got the 5 Points. And that's where all the East Side Crips used to be at back in the day. Just like I said, where all the Bloods used to be at on the Holly, man, the 5 Points, that's where all the Crips used to be at. Deep, I'm talking about, because it used to be a gang of homies hanging out, shooting dice, smoking, drinking, making money, all that. So, and then there was a food spot right there. So yeah, man, they used to just crack off. But yeah, man, right there, miss them days, homie. You feel me? We grown now, though. I mean, got bills to pay, kids to take care of, all that. But I'm just saying, though, like, hey, them was the days, though. But, yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot to say, too, in Park Hill, like, right there on the Hollywood, yeah, like, right there across the street, it's a park, well, it's a recreation center called Skyland. All the Bloods used to be at right there. Deep, too. I want to show y'all these buildings, too. This is right here on 26th and Downing, where me, a gang of homies, man, we used to be here all day, every day. Smoking weed in these hallways, trapping, whatever you could think of. We used to be here, I'm talking about from morning to night. We used to be right here, right, boom. And then we'd leave this building right here, walk to the Downing Station, post up, sock a couple niggas up, leave the Downing Station, hit the 5 Points for a minute, chill, make some money, go right back to the building, smoke some weed, and then we right back in the set, patrolling. That's how it used to be back then. Hit the Glenarm over there, man. We used to go hit some weights, all that. But yeah, y'all stay tapped in.